Hey, you know, a lot of us have skeletons in our closet, but what happens if somebody reveals those skeletons to the rest of the world? Well, it takes it to this week's case. This week's case involves two people in Denver. One was Shane Saxon. Now, Shane was an attorney, and he developed a relationship with a gal who was a prostitute. She was a prostitute. She claimed that she'd become a prostitute as a result of having gone through a divorce. As a result of cutback in her hours, she was facing financial difficulties, and that's why she turned to prostitution. Her name was Jareen Dildeen. Now, Jareen was having this relationship with Shane. Shane said he wasn't real pleased with the fact she was working as a prostitute. And he said if she didn't knock it off, he was going to out her to the world, that he was going to advise her friends, her family, that she was working as a prostitute. Well, their relationship went on. Apparently, he sent her a number of scathing emails, and he made good on his promise that if she didn't stop working as a prostitute, he would out her to the world, and he made her profession known to everybody in her life. She said she suffered significant emotional distress, upset, and angst as a result of this, and she brought claim against Shane, contending that this was conduct that subjected her to extreme emotional grief and that she was entitled to compensation for this extreme emotional grief. Okay. Now, the actual tort that she brought claim under, the cause of action she brought claim under, is known as public disclosure of private facts. It's an actual element of the law that's not known to a lot of people, but basically it provides that if someone has private facts that are not known to the world generally, and somebody else reveals them, subjecting the person with those facts to a lot of embarrassment, well, that could be a cause of action. Example being, a woman who's now in her mid-40s raising a family, and it's revealed that she was the subject of a rape when she was a teenager. Okay, Geraldine was saying, now that I have been outed as a prostitute, I'm being subjected to all kinds of humiliation, and I want to be reimbursed for that humiliation. Well, she brought suit, and the case was tried to a jury in Denver, and there the jury came back and said, hey, you did in fact suffer a lot of grief here, and we're going to award $1.7 million for the general upset, grief, and angst that you suffered as a result of this private fact being revealed. Shane indicates that he may well appeal this. He did represent himself at trial. Not a good idea, but he did represent himself at trial. And his big argument is, why should I be held responsible for paying big damages to someone engaged in illegal conduct? Well, we'll see where this all goes, but the jury in Denver found that Jareen was subjected to a lot of hassle and, as I said, gave her some pretty good-sized dollars to reimburse her for that hassle. Well, we bring you this case. We bring cases every week so you understand how the law works. I'm David Allen.